welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with the Create mod. Today we'll be doing something very different. As you maybe have noticed that my hearts in the beginning of the video, the intro were a bit different than regular. That's because I'm doing a hardcore world instead of a regular modded Minecraft world. And the background you can see that I'm trying to create the world, but I keep failing because it kept showing me invalid player data as I was trying to join a online Minecraft world instead of a local world. So I had to join one of my own already created world and see if I could join. After waiting for a couple minutes, I was able to join, and while it took a while to load, it did load, and even then I still ran into some problems, especially this GUI mod that I installed that lets me if you pause, it shows other players the GUI of you pause or of your inventory, and even then it showed up. It wouldn't let me open my inventory and do certain stuff, so I had to restart the launcher. After restarting the launcher, I was finally able to load the world, and when I spawned in, I still had a bit of problems. The GUI still showed up, but it fixed itself after a while, and I found this tower that was right in front of me. I climbed it up, grabbed all the jewels that were in there. I broke this bookshelf. I knew there was TNT down there from past experiences. After opening the chest, I found a bunch of enchantment books and also found some lead and a iron boot. Thankfully, there was a crafting table there, and I was able to craft, break some of the wooden planks and make some sticks, and then created an axe. After creating the axe, I decided to go outside, and thanks to this mod, I was able to break the entire tree down in a couple hits, but even then it took a while to chop down a couple trees. After chopping down a couple trees, I decided to grab some stone to craft a stone pickaxe because I had found coal lying around the tower, so I decided to grab that because I always need coal. We always need coal. And I decided to look around. I found a bit more coal, which is always good. And then I decided to chop a couple more trees down, and then I found this weird looking building in the distance. I decided to make a temporary waypoint and head over there, and along the way I crafted a couple shears and then sheared the sheep because I thought I needed some beds. And once I got there, I seemed to have found a weird looking, deteriorated motel, and decided to explore it. So explore I did, and once I finished looting everything in there and lining the place up so monsters wouldn't spawn, I also have a different tree mod. I think it's Dynamics tree, which lets me do what you just saw, and I also have other stuff on the Create mod and add-ons, and lets me make different like lead. And also I found this ruined portal and decided to investigate it, and I found out it was pretty big. I had 2 golden blocks, which is great, and a couple golden tools. On the way back towards the place I made base, which was the abandoned motel, I found this village, which I didn't know it was here since it's pretty hidden. Even the map, it wasn't showing the map because the trees were blocking some of it, so I was able to distinguish it a bit. And I also decided to wield this golden blades because why not? And I also found this temple. This structure that's also, if you've seen my other never mind, this structure, and decide to leave it be for now because I was gonna come back and explore it later because I had a bunch of stuff in my inventory, and decided to it's time to clear it out. After sleeping the night away, so I wouldn't be stuck outside during the nighttime because I don't have the best armor and not the best weapons, I decided to sleep and wait until morning. So this is the next day, and I decided to see if I can find any of the mobs that didn't despawn in the daytime, and I found these creepers, and I decided to test my luck. I know it's a bit dangerous considering if one exploded I will be dead. So with one of the skills that I got from one of the books I found, I was able to, I think the skill is called sidestep. That's the way I dodge. I step in front, and with the dual wield swords I'm able to do double the damage, and that way I was able to kill the creeper. After eliminating the last creeper, a necromancer came up behind me and surprised me, so I didn't have time to take him out before he was able to summon any of them his mobs. So my sword broke. One of my golden swords broke, so I had to go back inside, craft some stuff, especially a stone sword, 2 stone swords to keep on doing the dual wielding, and then took down most of the mobs that he spawned. Afterwards, I had to go track him down, and then once I found him, I had to eliminate him before he was able to use any of his magic or spawn any more mobs. I did have a close call with skeletons because there were 2 of them and they were shooting at me simultaneously, so I didn't have time to dodge. So I used a golden apple to regenerate my health and at the same time fight them. So it was a pretty good morning, if I do say myself. After eliminating both skeletons, I decided to return to the village. Well, not return, but more of, come back to the village, and because I'm staying here now. But leave any of the stuffs I still had in the abandoned motel and put them in chests and try to organize it best I could. Also left a waypoint to my house that I'm staying at, and also decided to look at whatever loot was inside this temple thing, and found some pretty cool stuff, especially that I think it's a polearm. I'm not sure, and there's backpack upgrade that lets me pick up items. This weapon that I found from the Miracles mod, I think it's called, which lets me use it as the way you're seeing, which is some of the ways I can use it as you are seeing right now. I decided to return to the motel and see if I left anything behind, and brought it back and put them in chests. I also figured out I could put book on any flat surfaces, which is pretty cool, and then I organized it as best I could with the little room I had and put them all in chests. I also read up on some of the books I already have from the mods that I have and see if I can find any new useful information for later on. So I decided to return to the temple thing to get more gold, because there are golden blocks there, raw golden blocks, and along the way I decided to fight some hostile mobs, so enjoy this little fight, this little showcase of how the epic fights mod work. Enjoy. After spending the entire night outside, I decided to return to my base and dump any of the loot that I have on some chests, and also decided to craft a spade to get a bunch of hay bales so I can craft them into bread later on. I decided to also chop down a bunch of trees and raid any of the villager houses I found. I found a bunch of iron blocks and then other great materials that I could use later on. I turned nighttime once again, and this time a different mob spawned in, a stronger one, so I decided to face it, and it was stronger than the other ones, and it was a hardcore battle. I had to retreat to my base to make some more bread. I was running low on health and I didn't have any food to regenerate. So the battle took from all the way from night all the way towards the morning. after defeating the mob, I got an achievement since he was a stronger mob than usual. That's why he got that achievement. And while, you know, putting the pants on, I noticed there was a storm coming in, and from the looks of it, it looks like a tornado. So I headed back in and decided to dig a hole so I can be underneath in case the tornado comes by or will be sucked away. While digging down below the base, I found the lush cave. I decided to explore it and see if I can find any ores and any types of resources that I can use later on. So that's what I did, and I found a bunch of but once I broke them, I found some pretty cool loot, and then I decided to explore, and I found this building. I decided to look through it, and I was killed this creeper that spawned in. It was here. I broke my urns. I got more loot. I decided to go and explore the structure. I went inside. I opened the barrel, and I found more stuff. I found a diamond as well, which is cool. So I decided to head back up and see what the damage of the tornado caused and see how bad it was. Once I got up there, I checked around, and then in going up to my base where I keep my chest and stuff, I saw there was a chest up there. It was a secret chest. I didn't even realize it was there. I wanted to go grab it, but I decided not to. For now, I decided to grab it later, and you can see a tornado in the background. Pretty gnarly if I do say myself. After watching the tornado leave in the distance, I contemplated what to do next, since the entire village was destroyed. So first thing first, I decided to upgrade my backpack. That was the first thing I needed to do, have more storage. Then I looked at the map and see how bad the damage was. Well, the path of the tornado, it followed through the village, and it appears it went right straight to the middle, and I guess it sucked up a bunch of the villagers, which kind of sucked because I was going to use them for trading later on, but I guess I lost those options. I also decided to get more into the magic aspect of the game, so I decided to create a flaming journal and look through the journal itself and see what it had to offer me. But then I decided to put it in the description table and put a bunch of the scrolls that I found into the book, and that way I could use it. I could inscribe the magic spells into the book and then use them out later. I learned this recently. You could do this with the table, because when I first started playing the mod pack that I created, I didn't know that, and whenever I use spells, I will use the scroll itself, which would, you know, use the scroll up. Sorry, you can roast me in the comments all you want. I didn't know, even though I created this mod pack for myself. I came into the mod pack blind. You can roast me all you want, because I know it was dumb, but you know, that makes the game a bit more fun. After putting some of the scrolls into a spellbook to get a magic spellbook, I decided to move locations and not stay and repair the village tower here. And I found a pretty good spot close by, which is literally right behind the place I was staying at. I decided to move all my stuff and put them all in chests outside, and also decided to light up the place so mobs wouldn't spawn close by. Enjoy this little montage of me, you know, cutting down trees and looting and storing stuff in the chest. So I decided to go to bed to skip the night, but I was woken up by something, and then looked over there, and guess what I see? I see a mutant monster. In this case, a mutant skeleton. So I decided to not fight it right there, and I decided to escape. And in escaping, I ran into a couple mobs and decided to eliminate them. But then I remember the only way to, you know, get rid of a mutant monster is to actually kill it, because once it has you as a target, it won't despawn. And I found that the hard ways a couple times, so the only chance I had to do was to confront it face to face. So that's what I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little fight with it, and hopefully I live to tell the tale. When you tear up my eyes.